Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. A case for atheist asceticism. I live a fairly ascetic life, even though I'm an atheist. My motivation doesn't stem from serving God, but from a belief it's an approach to a contented life. I live in a house because I bought it in 1976 when houses were cheap. Besides, I didn't appreciate asceticism back then. But if I were starting over, I believe I would live in a small apartment in a modest neighborhood. That single decision would save me so much money that I'd get much freedom to choose my work with little regard to how much it pays. For example, I'm attracted to creative self-employment, which tends to pay poorly. We spend more hours of our life at work than anywhere, and so having that freedom is very important. I do drive a car until it drops, usually close to 300,000 miles, and with Toyotas, which is the only kind I buy, they're reliable miles. Over a lifetime, the savings, compared with most people's car spending, would also reduce my need to make money. Not only would that expand my career choices, it would reduce temptations to cut corners in the service of making more money. By not being materialistic, I wouldn't worry about keeping up with the Joneses. Indeed, I think less of the Joneses for having chosen a lucrative but not very meaningful career so they can have a fancy address and a fancy car. And with my expenses low, I wouldn't even have to worry much about staying afloat. The ascetic lifestyle also demands that pleasures be inexpensive. I don't find far-flung travel worth the money and time. I've seen all the churches, museums, and ruins I probably need to see, and the cost is just in time and hassle and opportunity cost I don't find worth it. Nor do I spend on frou-frou restaurants, club memberships, or concert tickets. Actually, I sneer at musicians' hypocrisy. They sing for the proles while charging super bougie prices. I get ample pleasure from low-cost eating, both at home and out at hole-in-the-wall restaurants, watching TV and movies, petting my dog, hiking, speaking with friends, and hanging out with my wife. In sum, for me at least, an ascetic lifestyle means more freedom, less stress, and little sacrifice of what actually makes people contented. So, might you want to consider adopting at least a somewhat more ascetic approach to life? In any event, that's a case for atheist asceticism. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 35 books. Perhaps most relevant is How to Do Life, but all 35 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.